What's happening? Today we are going to do a total hand disruption deck that could be such a pain that your opponent's going to be so frustrated because they don't got any cards to play. Let's go to the deck list. Alright, so this deck starts with the evolution starting with Sandile. Try to go second, get it in the active, hit for 10, but they have to discard a card. Yeah, it doesn't sound great, but if they don't have many cards because they went first and they don't have a lot of cards in their hand, boom, they have one less. And then the next turn, you're going to try to go into the Krokorok. No idea how to say that, probably butchering it. You're going to have to get a second energy on, but the good thing is, now it hits for 40, and they have to discard 2 cards. And then on the next turn, you don't have to add an energy, but the Krookodile hits for 60, and they have to get rid of 2 cards. And if you're able to get a third energy on it, and they have 3 or fewer cards, you're going to hit for 240. If they have 4 or more, you just hit for the 120. Now with 170 HP, it can be knocked out pretty easily. So before you come up with it, I added in a 2/2 line of Shiinotic. Put it in the active, put an air balloon on it, make your opponent asleep, retreat, come up with the Krookodile, and then just hope they do 1 tails. Because then it will stay asleep and you get to keep hitting 60 or the 120 or 240, and you get to keep taking cards out of their hand, leaving them with no hands to play. Now, if it does wake up, hopefully they don't hit the 170 to knock you out, because you haven't let them play the game. And then towards the end, or even the beginning, if they don't have a lot of cards, you come up with the Luxray with its first attack, because we don't play any lightning, hit it for 120, and then you get to look at their hand and take out 1 card that you wish. So if they only have 1 or 2 cards that they can play, you're constantly trying to keep them with a 0 card hand. So we play a lot of disruption. 4 Iono, 4 Judge, and even the Unfair Stamp. And if they do happen to get a large hand, we play 1 Xerosic Machinations. So that is the concept that I built with this monstrosity. Let's hit the ladder, see how it works, see it in action. Uh-oh. Ogre Pawn. If they can get it going, I'm going to be in some deep trouble. So I think I Judge. Is this Armarouge? It's probably Armarouge Box. But I'm just going to attach and Judge and just hope I get something, and they don't. That's about all I can hope for. There's Latias. And pass. There we go. All right, attach the energy. And that's it. Oh, okay. The good thing is we get to thin a little bit, so we'll get these 2. I will put the energy here, and we will Judge. I know that gives them cards, but we'll put the EXP share there and just end turn. Okay, so I got my stage 1s, all my stage 1s. That's literally all I have. They've got an energy. They're gonna sob. Okay, but I have a stage 1. Like now would be a good time for not for Fez. Not Fez now. Boom. And we'll go here. And we're gonna just act like it's not Fez. Because if they knock me out, I can use Fez. I don't really want... They're going to sob. All right, it's going to take a little while, but a Judge or Unfair Stamp would help. I mean, I could make them asleep. Nest Ball. But then I lose that 1 energy I have, right? Sob. Honestly, I just want to get knocked out. It's going to take 2 more because I have a perfect solution here. All right, we're going to go there. And we're going to hit end turn. So now they're going to take out these 2. Right? But then we can Unfair Stamp them. I can Fez. As long as I get an energy on there, we can start doing damage and taking care of their hand. They'll have actually a 0 card hand at that point. Let's see if it's possible. I hope... I mean, that's what I'm going for here. They're going to Palpate a boss back in. Night Stretcher. An energy, I'm assuming. Was there 1 in there? I didn't check. No, it was Reshiram. Now they're going to sob. Okay, next turn. They literally... I am not going to Iono. I am going to put that down just in case. And then we're going to end turn because I'm going to Unfair Stamp. I am not going to Iono until later. Hopefully that one's not an energy and they knock me out with Sob. They do not want to take it. Okay. EXP. All right, we'll just keep going back and forth. We're playing the long game here. They do not want to do Sob and knock me out. They want to boss. Now they're going to Sob. And rare candy. All right, let's do it. I mean, there's no way for me to... All right, so we got this. They're probably going to do an energy, but what we're going to do is we're going to get rid of these two to go get my Luxray. And, yeah, you can knock that out, but we've got it going now. They can take 2 prizes. Oh, I should have put the balloon on Shiinotic. I missed that opportunity. All right. But they can't knock out Krookodile. They could knock out Shiinotic. They're going to Iono. Ooh, now I really should have put that air balloon down. But no, because they can knock it out. And Torrential Pump. Now, the good thing is I'll be able to Fez here. So I can Unfair Stamp Fez. And nope, can't Fez. Can't Unfair Stamp. I can Judge, though. So I got that. And we're going to Judge. Give him 4 cards. I did get an energy. There's another energy, so we're good there. Okay, the next turn, I can attack no matter what. And we're going to get rid of a couple cards. They're going to research. Oh, I really would like a Hand Disruptor now. That's one. They're going to Sob. Okay, but I'm doing 60 damage. They're doing 20. I'll get a couple in. And I got that there. And do we Iono? We'll hit it for 60, and they got to get rid of 2 cards. I don't want to Iono. They get rid of Tool, Scrapper, and a Nest Ball. So we're getting rid of 2 cards every time now. Well, at least for 1 more, right? Or I can do, if your opponent has 3 or fewer cards in hand, this attack does 120 more damage. They don't. Do I want to hit it for 120 or 60? I think 60 is enough. And do I want to Iono? No, let's just hit it for 60. Because then Luxray can take care of the rest. They got to get rid of 2 cards out of the 4. And they're discarding them, right? They're not getting them back. That is the key here. They are not getting whatever those cards are. They're not getting them back. Except for the fact now, I'm in some deep trouble. Because I won't have an attacker. Torrential Pump. They're going to take 3 prize cards. Boom. Unbelievable. Okay, now I need to find an Iono or something. I will be able to make it sleep. Alright, so let's Town Store. Town Store gets me... I could try to make it sleep. Let's see if it stays there. We're going to get this. We are going to Super Odd. You, and let's go with you. There we go. We've got enough energy. We're going to go down here to get you 2 down. I've got the 1 energy. I am now going to use Unfair Stamp with an EXP share. So I'm going to put the EXP share here. And now we Unfair Stamp them down to 2. And it's not bad. Let's see what we get here. Another energy is good. And, no, can't do that. And the reason I can't do that is... Alright, so we're going to try to make them sleep. And hopefully it stays. And I do want to get rid of a card. And I can hit for 10. And hopefully they stay asleep. And they have 2 cards, and we just now become a pain. And they're still asleep. And they have 1 card to work with. That's it. We've got them where we want them. Because they cannot attack. Night Stretcher. For what? An energy. Okay, but that's not going to do anything because I am also going to, they have to discard 2 and I'm going to hit for 40. All right, so they're asleep and it still stays because we're not switching, we're not doing a switcheroo here. Boom. I got to get that down. I've got to get this down. I don't want to Iono. Or do I? Do I want to Iono? I mean, I would give them 1 card. I'm going to do it because that would give them... They're going to get 3, but I'm going to make them discard 2 of them. And I think I like it where it is. We're going to hit for 40. Not knock it out. Hopefully it stays asleep. And then we're going to knock it out later. And they do have to discard 2. And they discarded an Energy and Squawk. And they're still asleep, so they can't do anything. All right, so now we're going to take this thing out. But they're going to have now no cards in hand. I'm going to put Luxray down with an Energy. We've got Luxray ready to go. Iron Hands is going to try to come up. And still asleep. No way. Oh, this is awesome. All right, we got it working. And we are not going to do anything. I'm going to put that there. I'm not going to counter catcher because I want to start taking prize cards. I can counter catcher next. And we can hit for 40. Boom. That's a knockout. And they got to get rid of that card. So we're doing it. We're getting there. Now I do get 2 cards. A boss. Counter catcher. All right, let's see. Because there's Armarouge. They can take me out 160, but I will be able to then hit them with Luxray. I mean, we're going to counter catcher it anyway. Fire off. Oh, no, they're going to knock me out. Okay. They're going to retreat. No. All right, we're going to counter catcher. I know it can retreat, but I can boss it next. And we're going to go get rid of you, and go get the boom, the Krookodile, because now Iron Hands cannot even hit it with the first one. Not going to Iono, not going to do anything. Hit it for 60. Can I win in the 12 turns? They don't have any cards. They can retreat this, right? And they're coming up, and they're going to fire off. Why? Full Moon Rondo for 180. Okay. Why'd they put extra on there? All right. Now we're going to make this one fall asleep while we try to hit it and see if we can get our 4 cards in a couple. So we are going to Iono because we're going to leave him with a 0 card hand. There we go. We are going to Calming Light. I don't really need anything right now. So I'm not going to, since I'm down to 11. And we are going to hit it for 120. And, oh, we get to pick. Energy Retrieval or an Energy. Energy Retrieval. And they're still asleep. Holy cow. All right, we're going to get 2 more cards next. Let's see. Because if they don't have energies and they're asleep, so they would need a switch. And if they can't switch out, we're going to knock this out and take away whichever card we want there. I forgot I was coming up with Luxray. I wasn't coming up with Krookodile. Okay. We just got to hope that next card is not an energy. Asleep. Okay, they're awake, but we don't care. We're going to knock them out anyway. And do I judge? No, because we're going to leave them with no cards. 120. We're going to leave them with no cards. The boss is gone. Sweet. Okay. Leaving with no cards, we can win in 2 attacks. Unless they come up with Armarouge, which they can't. And there's the Krookodile. So they are just playing on a... Uh-oh. That's unbelievable. That is absolutely unbelievable. It's going to do what? 280? No, 330. That's unbelievable. How does that happen? How does that happen? It's nuts. All right, opponent's turn. Charmander. Okay. Now, I did get a couple mulligans here. So, Secret Box. I'm going to Arven I think I'm going to Arven, depending on what cards I think they have in their hand. I mean, they're going to get 4 here, so they can't get the Evo. Oh, they got rid of Mist. They have no idea. Thank God they got rid of Mist. I can still make them asleep. We don't know how many they play. Or what are they getting with their secret box? I think I Arven. Now, they're going to Carmine. They're going to put down their Stadium. Nest Ball. Okay. Yeah, I think I'm just going to Arven. The problem is, okay, I can Arven if I want to top deck an energy. That would be amazing. Ooh, they got Monkey Dory, so they're going to chuck some damage back. That's not good. Yeah, they're going to keep chucking the damage, and I don't do that much damage, so I got to get rid of Monkey Dory. Carmine. Oh, I wish they would put that on the Town Store instead. And they got nothing. So we'll see. Definitely going to use Arven for Buddy, and this. I did not get an energy, unfortunately. So what we're going to do is we're going to go here, get these two, and I'm just going to leave it. Maybe I don't get knocked out. Let's see. And what do we got here? Slugma, so that's my cargo. Larry, flip coins. I got a Tails. So Larry is 2 Pokemon, reveal them. If heads, if tails, search for a basic. Okay. They got Fez. Oh, if they don't have anything, could make out here. The problem is I have to Iono, and I don't have an energy, so I can't go on Krookodile. But I'd hate to Iono. But I don't have a choice. Unless this top deck's like an energy. And we play what, 9? I haven't seen one yet. Oh, if I could make this asleep. Oh, that would be great if I could make this asleep now. Then I don't mind on the Iono. If I can get this to sleep and they do a Tails, that is an energy. Okay. Energy there. Calamitous Mountain. That's fine. We got it. That there. Okay. I can't put that down because I didn't have an energy. All right, here we go. Come on, give me Shiinotic. Come on. Okay, I do have it. So we will get rid of this and this to go get it. Got it. Because I can judge next anyway, because I want to get rid of some cards. All right. Calming Light. Hopefully they Ghost Tails in between. And now we can actually get more cards. 2 of these. Go here. Retreat. Come on up. And boom. Hit it for 10. And they got to discard a card. And we just need a Tails. If we get a Tails, that we're basically in a really good spot. Ooh, they got rid of an energy. Okay. But they get 2 more with Lucky Helmet. And they don't stay asleep. Not looking good. Not looking good. So they got a Wheezing. Energy Retrieval. Please let me survive this turn. Please let me survive this turn. They're going to use Monkey Dory. Vessel. I got Ogre Pond. Holy cow. I have no idea what this is. I thought I had a concoction. Theirs is even more. Miriam. All right, it's coming back in. And they get 3 more cards. Xerosic would go so hard right now. But so would Judge. And what's this? Klefki. That's not going to bother me at all. I have no basics with abilities. Oh, if I got lucky. Let's see. Okay, they're going to do 30. They're going to chuck 30 damage. The fact that they haven't found anything yet is crazy. But I'm going to judge them out of that. Oh, stay there. Actually, it doesn't really matter. Because unless I have a switch, it's not really going to matter. Because I want to judge and take out 2 cards. Yes, it stayed there. Let's see. Let's see what we got. The Machinations I said would go hard. But, oh no, I didn't see that. Okay. But now at least I get to make it sleep. That was pretty dumb. That was pretty dumb. Very dumb. Did not even catch that. So should I just do Machinations since I know they don't have anything? Yeah, let's do it. Let's do Machinations. They go down to 3. And then hopefully they'll flip tails and I can judge after. Yeah, they got to get rid of 5 cards here. And they did not have much. Alright, those of you watching the video, yeah. I just knocked myself out. Which, I mean, I guess maybe it went better. And let's stay asleep. I think it'll stay asleep this time. No! But they only have 3 cards. And they had a whole lot of energy. That's pretty nuts. And they're going to super rot it back in. Probably why they got rid of all the energy. Although Prism is not. And now we got 2 heads on our sleeping. But my goal is to judge. And then get an energy at least. So I can take away... Oh, they're going to Iono. Alright, sweet. See what we got here first. And Luxray with the candy. Plus that. Plus I can get rid of their Calamitous Mountain. They're going to confuse me. Which I could just... Oh, wait a minute. Plus 90. Nope, that's... They're going to Drain a Brain onto it. Then they can knock this out later. So the question is, are they going to come up and Mind Bend? No. Okay, cool. So here's what we do. We put that down. Oh my god, I forgot. That's 2 damage. Alright, we put this down. A little too late for that. We got Luxray. I was not knocked out. We will go put the EXP share on Luxray. Don't need to really do anything. Let's see. Let's go get Fez. And let's see if Fez is going to stay asleep this time. And we got to make them get rid of 1 card. Oh, and I switched. So I'm burned? Alright, well, okay, now everybody's flipping coins here. And they had to get rid of Ogerpon, but they get to draw 2 cards. I'm burned. I am not burned. And they are asleep. That's fantastic. This works perfect. Because now after this, I can start hitting if they knock me out, which... Oh, Charmeleon. Or let's see, if they knock me out... This is the Magcargo that when you switch, you're automatically burned. Okay, another Miriam. But they can't do anything because they're asleep. Adrenabrain, we saw that coming. And now the question is... But they have so many cards now in their hand. I need like a Judge. Okay, they put it there. Town Store. A Curse Duster. What? What? Okay. I mean, they're probably saying the same thing about my deck here. But they're asleep, so they can't move. So we need a couple more tails. Would be fantastic. And they have a switch. Are you kidding me? They're going to Klefki. What is Curse Duster? We need to know before we do it. If the opponent in this card is knocked out, discard a random card from your opponent's hand. Cool, they're going to Joust. Oh, golly. Alright, so we're going to go here. We're going to get this. I am not going to switch it, though. We're just going to go 10. And they got to get rid of a card. So they're running out of cards. Ogerpon goes into the discard for the 3rd time. Poor Cornerstone. All right, so they're going to go to... We're going to go to 6. Oh, they can actually knock me out. Yeah, they can actually knock me out. Because if they Adrenabrain and hit it, they knock me out. And they do non-Adrenabrain because they want to do it in between turns. Or no. Oh, Judge. Let's Judge. Get them a bunch of different cards. See what we get. Cool, we got that there. I did not get Town Store 4. Another one of these. And boom. Hit it for 10, and you got to get rid of 1 card. So they're down to what? 19 cards total? Well, they'll get 1 here. Hand trimmer. Oh, so they got a whole thing going on, too. This has got to be one of the funniest matches I've ever seen. All right, so they either don't attack. Are they going to come up with, like, wheezing or something? Nope. They're going to confuse. All right, that has a 1 retreat. Here's this. What is that? Is now confused. Yeah, I'm getting confused here. Actually, I'm getting knocked out, right? They're going to Adrenabrain. And then they take that knockout. Then I come up with Fez because I still have, as long as that town store stays there, I can just retreat. Absorb the 60 damage. I hope it stays there. And, oh my god. Because it was in between turns, my EX, or during their turn, my EXP share didn't kick in. Unfair Stamp. Alright, first we're going to go get this. So I have it. Got that. And now we Unfair Stamp them down to 2. Okay. There's an energy. There's another Luxray. We can now flip the script. Got an Iono, a Judge. All right. Let them take another hit. I think Fez can take another hit. Because, yes, it'll have 120. But Luxray won't be confused. And I want that sleep just in case. Especially if they get Charizard. Oh my god, there's Wheezing. Wheezing, I can get knocked out myself. More coin flips. They're going to come up with Wheezing. Okay, but I can Arven for... And they do 50 and then 10 everywhere else. Okay. Alright, so we got this. Before I do it, let me Iono, or Arven. And we can retreat. Come on up. Lava Zone. What? I have to get... Is it Monkey Dory or Charizard? Let's get Monkey Dory because I'm not going to be taking a prize. And 120, and I will get to take out one of their cards. Night Stretcher or Energy Switch? Energy Switch. Because I don't want them to get Prism, although I think that does only basics. Yeah. I'm still burned. Okay. I mean, we're gonna keep flipping that. Is what it is there. Now, I think the next one, I take out Charmeleon. Because I feel like Charizard's on its way. And if they get Charizard, it's game over. Alright, so they're gonna move damage around. Alright, but I also gotta take out Monkey Dory. No, I have to take out Monkey Dory. Because then these shenanigans will stop. Yes, they'll Fez. Hopefully, they don't find their Charizard. My guess is they only play 1. And is it in the discard? It is not. Alright, so what are you doing? You did not have to take that long to decide. They are retreating into Wheezy. I'm just going to go for it at this point. What's the difference, right? What is the difference? Because they would still... I'm going to get my first prize card, and... Oh my god, what the difference is, I'm about to lose. Okay, not burned anymore. Thank god. Whew. Alright, we don't Iono. We're just going to get rid of... I don't need anything. We're just going to hope... We're just going to hope I do Tails. And we're going to get rid of this. And just, please, Tails. Please. 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 Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Because now my EXP share doesn't work either. Oh, wait a minute. Wait. If active spot is knocked out by damage, da-da-da-da. Yeah, I am knocked out. Yeah, okay. There was a delay. I was like, no, I am knocked out because I got heads. Because technically they're doing it. I knew we needed Tails. All right, and I got my 1 prize card. And now here comes Charizard. They just got Charizard off the 2 prizes. Yeah. I could see it coming. which means I can't even make it asleep. Or maybe not. That would be kind of crazy. Why would you come up with Charmeleon? That's like gonna... Okay. What takes so long? Must be a delay. Infernal Rain. Yeah, there's nothing I could do. I don't have... Yeah, there's nothing I can do. We're gonna call that one quits. Okay, Monkey Dory. Alright, let's see what's going on. And it is Nest Ball. I have a good day because I have Town Store that will get me my retreat option. I have an energy and I have a buddy. And if they're a fan Rotom deck, oh baby, because we're going to judge them out of their hand and even make them go down to 3. This is pretty good. Not going to lie. This one's pretty good. Now, we could totally brick off the judge, but I hope not. Let's see. I mean, the whole point is for them to brick. Great ball. Yeah, get it out. Let it be a Noctowl for all I care. They're choosing. You better choose a basic and put it down or it's going back in. Okay, that's a basic, but do they put it down? Probably not. Oh, they do. Are they watching? All right. There's the crystal. I figured that was coming. All right, I'm very anxious to start my turn. Here we go. All right, Arven. Yeah, we're gonna judge anyway. We'll get down these 2. Got it. Put that there. Go here. Put this there. Go get the air balloon. Come on up. Retreat. Come up and judge them. Because we know they got a Noctowl, and I don't want you to use it. Although they have no... oh, this is great. This is not a bad... I mean, it depends on what they have, right? And they have to get rid of a card. That is the key part right now. They're probably like, oh, man, these cards stink, and I got to get rid of one anyway. Or they're good, and they don't know which one to keep. And then, do I judge again? I mean, that's got to be annoying to keep getting judged. Because I really don't have an energy or anything. That took them a while. Just... no dark energy right now. But yeah, I think I'm going to judge again. Because I want this to Terra Orb. Oh, they can attack actually. If they have a way to move Monkey Dory. Leafeon. Okay. Got Leafeon there. It's probably not going to go well. Now they don't have an energy. So do I... Oh, they're probably going to get Air Balloon. They probably have Air Balloon. No! Okay. So either Air Balloon is prized, or they don't play it. Larry! I can't believe I ran into Larry twice. That is a basic. They probably wanted Noctowl, which pretty much would have ended the game. I mean, Machinations is not going to be anything. Now they have Mew. They're going to try to get a card. I mean, if they only have 3, do I just take... no. No. They're going to restart. They're going to retreat. And they're going to do the attack. Well, no, the attack is what? 60 damage for each energy attached to all of your opponents. So but it's 120. It's a knockout. Yeah. Because it's weakness. All right. What we're going to do is we're going to hope for Iono and make it fall asleep. That's about all I can do. So, my turn. Arven. Oh, Unfair Stamp could go hard. We'll get EXP share. I could Unfair Stamp. Let's do that. Unfair Stamp. Doesn't matter what we get because it's going back in anyway. All right. Unfair Stamp them down to 2. I get 5. I did get an energy, so that's good. And I do have an Iono. What I didn't get is a sleep. I'm not going to retreat. I wish I could. And unfortunately, they're going to knock this out as well. And then I have to Iono. But then I can pick and choose my cards. And that sleep goes so hard. I can't believe I missed it. Like, why couldn't I get off the Iono. I could have gotten Fez, get more cards, put some more down, but no. Yeah, this one's not looking good because they're going to start hitting me for 120 and it could be 230 at any moment. And that's if I find my Luxray. I got energy now. That's not a problem. All right. They get 4 cards. I get to take whichever one I want. And we will go with you. Getting down. All right, we'll go with the sleep. We will also get down you. You. Actually, we'll just put them all in. Why not? And Fez. We can flip the script with Fez. Oh, I did finally find my Luxray. At least I can do an attack. And we will hit it for 120. And let's see what their card is. What do they have? We have to get rid of energy. So we're going to get rid of you. Although, actually, that didn't really matter. Because it was... Yeah, I should have got rid of the Ultra Ball. Went too quick. Went too quick. Alright, so I can Arven for Ultra Ball. My own Ultra Ball. Yeah, because they can use their Ultra Ball. Go down to 0 cards. And then Mew go get 3 more. Oh my god. And they got a Dark Energy. Gotta be kidding me. Well, at least they can't confuse me now. Well, now they can't use Ultra Ball. They would have to restart first. So, maybe it was a good call. Maybe not. Let's see. The funny thing is, I'm finally going to get 2 cards, but it's going to take me 2 tries, and it's going to take them 3. Right? Because they can only hit me for 120. So I know that card's an Ultra Ball. They're going to restart. They can't restart again. All right, this could go my way, maybe. Oh, Adrena Brain. Well, I'm going to 3-shot them anyway. What's the difference? And they do 120, 120, 60s. Yeah, they still are. But, oh, they're going after the Shiinotic energy switch. Huh? Oh, my God. Trying to manipulate their hand. They're finding every piece that's perfect. Now they're gonna take a prize. Now the only good thing is Fez gets activated again. Oh my gosh. Maybe I should counter catch or something up and try to get it stuck. Because I can't put anything with 60 HP down anymore. Yeah, 120. Oh my god, I can't believe that just happened. We're going to go get Sacred Ash. Put a bunch of stuff back in. Go get this. Put that down. Fez. Okay. At least I can get 2 of them down and just try. I know, unless I have another energy switch, but I doubt it. We'll put that there. We can put that there. We're good. And now we hit 120. And we take a card. What card? Ultra Ball Jolteon. Doesn't matter. Do they need blue? They do. So we got to get blue. Water. They do need the water. Otherwise they'd knock me right out, right? 230. Done. All right. Now, I can get the Krokorok down. I've already used my Unfair Stamp. They're going to Adrena Brain. There's no way they top deck another energy switch. Right? Okay. They put it there. They're still going to be short. I do get the knockout next one. But then they get to use Fez. I mean, it's all about the sleep at this point. If I can lock something in. 183.30. Oh, because I put the other energy down. What an idiot. But I guess no, I didn't have to. Miscalculation there. All right, but we are going to find our, so we're going to go here. We're going to go there. We are going to get it no matter what. I'd rather just judge and get rid of a couple cards. But unfortunately, we're going to put that down. Ultra Ball. We will Ultra Ball this and this so I can judge next to get the Shiinotic. And now I needed a sleep. Please. Otherwise, I lose. Right? I needed to stay asleep. Retreat. Come on up. And hit it for 40. And we get to discard 2. And I gotta stay asleep or it's game over. They gotta discard 2. I haven't taken a prize yet. It's not looking good. Because the giant problem is once I knock them out, they're going to get 6 cards. So Counter Catcher Jolteon is gone. And okay, we have a chance. We have a chance. Slim, but we have a chance. And Iono, oh, come on. Oh, that's the game. Right, yeah. They got the other Morelull gone. I mean, that was a good fight. Not as good as the other ones. But the other 2 games were crazy. This game wasn't that bad, but I didn't even get to take a prize. It just was not a good start. So, alright. Before playing this deck, I thought I was at least going to get 1 win. And I went 0-3. Last one wasn't even close, but the first 2, man, they just top decked the exact cards they needed. I kind of had them, but top decks did me in. Not a big deal. This was a fun one. Let me know what you think about it in the comments below, and I'll see you next time.